what should you do when you don't understand someone's accent in English? Should you run away and never try to listen to that accent again? Should you just say to yourself, oh, my English sucks, I'm never going to be able to understand that? No, what you should do is actually pay more attention to this speaker. So when we hear an accent that we are not confident we can understand, it really actually makes us super anxious, and it makes us just want to avoid this person. It makes us, because it makes us feel insecure about our ability to understand the language, and it's really frustrating. But we live in, an international world, and of course English is used in so many different ways with different accents, right? So when you come across an accent that you are not familiar with and that you are not really confident to understand, especially if it's a podcast or a video online, I would really recommend just taking a second to listen to it, and maybe even listen to a portion of it again, and really try to focus on decoding these sounds. So when people speak with different accents, it might be with more of a high-pitched tone or a low-pitched tone. Maybe the mouth is a bit more closed. Of course, the way that the tongue moves in the mouth, this is also going to impact the accent and the way that people speak. So it's important to understand clear standard English, which is great, very much how I'm speaking right now. But there's also so many different types of accents that we need to familiarize ourselves, just so that we don't feel that sense of panic when we are in meetings and maybe you're speaking with a boss who has a difficult accent, or maybe you're speaking with someone from Europe or from Africa or from South America or any country in Asia where maybe the accent is not completely standard, but there's just a little bit of a shift in the way that these sounds are produced. So to really get comfortable with your listening skills and your listening ability, of course you need to increase the volume that you're listening, but also when you come across a speaker that you are really intimidated by, or the speed is just ridiculously fast, I would challenge you to just take a second to pay attention to it, to think about it, about what they're saying, and then of course use subtitles to help you. But just remember, subtitles are a stabilizer, they're like stabilizers on a bike, so they can help you in the beginning, but then try to gradually remove them and try to understand what this person is saying. So you can also use some other techniques like dictations, or listening to the speaker and trying to write things down. You can also use mimicking, where you repeat the words that they're saying. This is quite challenging, especially without subtitles. But most importantly, it's about volume. It's about spending more time listening, and listening actively, really trying to pay attention and concentrate and catch those words that person is saying.